Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are doing episode number 16 of Pro Money Spent series, where I am Pro Pass only, trying to build the best team I possibly can and compete as best as we possibly can with our squad. And our team is looking absolutely awesome. Added PJ Brown yesterday, as well as Jonathan Isaac, a couple of big upgrades to the team. And I'm going to be playing my first King of the Court game of the weekend in today's video, hoping to maybe get tier 1 and bet rewards back to back. To start off the year in King of the Court. To be fair, the tier 1 and tier 2 rewards, like, I'm not sure there's a huge difference at this point. You have a 92 plus option pack with 5 cards in it, but it's probably not going to include like good hidden gems and stuff, whereas this could obviously be like Dyson Daniels or Jaren Jackson Jr. or Rudy Gay or guys like that. So I don't know if these close cards are going to really come out of this, considering they nerfed the tier 1 rewards. So we'll see. Either way, Ty is up a lot right now as I record this video anyway. We'll see if that remains. But shout out to Ty so far. He's up by a lot to this point anyway in King of the Court. I don't expect myself personally to get up to the very top, but I am going to do my best in today's video to get ourselves closer to or to get at least a very good game and get ourselves started off well. So I'm excited about that. This is actually the lineup I'm going to use. It's just a 10-man instead of a 13-man, basically, with a couple of like slightly more budget options than normal in the lineup is basically the only changes. It's the first game anyway, so for the first couple games I'm going to use this lineup. It doesn't seem like you're using an underpowered lineup actually helps you much in terms of getting points right now, but we are going to use this slightly under-leveled one, I guess, to maybe potentially help us a bit in terms of getting more points here in our first game. Using a 10-man instead of 13, so it's a 92 overall. Who knows? Does that matter? I don't know. To be totally honest, it doesn't. I'm not winning 10K anyway. Do I care? No. I'll get tier 1 or tier 2, and honestly, I don't really care that much whichever one I do get. So that being said, we do need to get ourselves a win and get ourselves started off on the right foot. So hopefully we're going to come in here and dominate. Ideally, this first game is going to be against somebody who's not that good. Generally, first game of King of the Court is. Last week, my first 3 games were all extremely easy wins. So I'm hoping for a guy who's not that good, but also doesn't quit, and I'm hoping we win by like 60. So that's the goal. Will that happen? Probably not. I'll probably match a sweat and be in a 2-point game. We'll see what happens. Let's hop into a game. Let's see what happens in this King of the Court game. Let's have ourselves a good Pro Money Spent episode. Oh, what? You see what I'm saying about King of the Court matchups in your first game? Mike Conley, Bruce Bowen, and then Ruby LeBron, Julius Randle at center, and Amethyst KD. You see what I'm saying? This could easily be a 50, 60, 70 point win, depending on if this guy's any good at all. But with a team like this, he's probably not going to be that good. And so we'll see how this goes, but I'm expecting this to be a pretty easy win. And we should come out here and absolutely dominate. This will be, of course, we start off with an illegal screen because it's NBA 2K26, my team, so why wouldn't we? But either way, this should be a nice little, honestly, break from the sweat fest that has been Showdown the last few days. I think I've won all 3 of the games that I have played for Pro Money Spent videos the last 3 days, but all of them have been very sweaty and not all against, I wouldn't say, the greatest of opponents. So I think I need to be playing a little bit better in Showdown sometimes. That being said, PJ Brown, start yourself off. Okay, I was gonna say start yourself off hot, and of course he misses his first shot of the team because I can't freaking time a jumper. Okay, Matas, good stuff here. I can't time a layup, I mean to say, but throw it over to PJ. PJ to the rim again. This time we green the layup. Beautiful stuff. PJ Brown gets himself on the board on the team. This should be a very easy game. In fact, I am actually going to go ahead and press. So I'm going to try to speed this guy up, try to get him to make his decisions as fast as possible. He's already trolling. This is either going to be a very early quit or it's going to be an absolutely massive blowout. Either of those options I am completely fine with. Montes Buzelis, confident shot in the corner, shoots over Julius Randle. We immediately have ourselves a 5-0 lead. PJ Brown, we're pinching here. Good defense here. Help up a little bit. Pinch off of that. We're good. No way he went up with that. I don't know what this guy's doing. Y'all see what I'm saying about how first game of the King of the Court, well, not always, but generally speaking, going to be a really easy matchup. That's what's happening right now. 8-0, starting us off. A spectacular start to our King of the Court run. Want to win by as much as possible. You know what I mean? We want to dominate. We want to be efficient, and we want to come out here and win a very comfortable game to start us off and get hopefully a good amount of points. I mean, King of the Court scoring makes no sense. You know what I mean? I could win this game by 60 and get 2,400 points and be like, okay, well, I don't know. I could also win by 6 points and go get 3,500. So I have no idea what the scoring works, how it works, what the goal is. Should I be letting him try to keep the game close-ish, or should I be trying to win by 70? Like, what is the legitimate goal? I don't know. Maybe just high scoring, halfway play defense, and just see how it goes. I haven't figured out what the method is, but I will say, as long as you're like half decent at the game, King of the Court is really pretty easy to get I feel like tier 2 should be a pretty reasonable goal for most people on this game on a day-to-day basis. Maybe not everybody, but hey, I mean, obviously, I think King of the Court is something people can use as like a measuring stick as well for if they're getting better at the game and stuff like that as the year progresses. Try to get higher up in tiers and stuff like that. Maybe if you're newer to online gameplay or whatever, can be a good way to do that. Because again, it's not like tier 1 showdown where it's going to be super sweaty the whole time and you're playing nobody but nerds the entire time. You do get some easy games, and I feel like it can be a nice opportunity, even if you wouldn't say you're very good skill level wise. Can be a nice opportunity to try to learn. And so that's one of the things that I like so far about King of the Court a bit. I just really wish they hadn't nerfed the rewards, man. I really think they were cooking with that. And the problem also is with King of the Court more than anything else, that in terms of actually the $10,000 aspect of it, the competitive part, just got punched in the side of the face by Bruce Bowen, it seemed like. It's a disaster. Like, it is a complete and utter cluster, you know what. It's such a disaster. Like, what are they thinking? They could have done so much better in terms of competitive tournament than this format, where your goal is more than anything to just get long games against bums when you're already high up, it seems like. And like, I don't exactly know how the format works, but it's certainly not extremely difficult to, I don't know. It's certainly confusing to be able to do the best and like compete to win. It certainly doesn't seem like it's as skill based though. Like, obviously it is certainly still skill based. Splash won the first one right now, ties in the lead. Like, that's a good sign for the skill level of it. But at the same time, it could be done so much better in terms of being a real competitive tournament where it's not just about just beating up on people, but it's actually a competitive player versus competitive player and seeing who the better players are on a week-to-week basis. And they could do that on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly tournament schedule using the prize money they have in King of the Court this year with real tournaments, and just have such a cooler system. But hey, I mean, I'm just disappointed more than anything else that they took away the rewardiness of King of the Court and made it worse already. So we're going to hopefully blow this guy out. Hopefully he's going to stay in the game. That is really the hope at the end of the day, because I think if he quits early, I don't really think it does much for me. So we'll see what happens. But I'm just going to try to shoot decently efficient for the most part if I can. And we're going to throw it out of bounds as well. Let's go. Yes, sir. Throw right to him. 0708 Jazz Breaker. What does that mean? I'm just, again, trying to speed this guy up, trying to get him to turn the ball over is pretty much one of my biggest goals in this game. He's got Ruby Steph out here, and he is forcing one of the worst shots I have ever seen with Ruby Steph. 3 seconds left in the first quarter, coming off the screen, shooting a mid-range. It was supposed to be a 3, but it's 2 points nonetheless, and that is a 14-point lead at the end of the first. Well on our way to a dominant, easy King of the Court win to start us off. But that's what you love to see, man. No doubt about it. Hopefully we'll be able to come out of here and just keep on applying pressure, man. And as long as this guy doesn't quit, we're going to be in a really good spot. We'll see. I feel like these people are less likely to quit than the players who are like decent, but you start beating them by a lot because maybe your team is better, you're playing good or whatever. Like last week when I got higher up, I got several quits before I finally got a real legitimately good win against somebody who was higher up in points last week. I would go up like 12 points and they kept quitting at halftime-ish or in the second quarter, and it was just frustrating. So again, like I said, the system is just flawed in terms of the way the point seems to work and how reliant you are on getting lucky basically in a lot of ways. But whatever. Again, we're gonna come at it. I mean, this is free. This is as free as it gets right now. We might win this game by 60 or 70 points. I think this is one where, yeah, if he doesn't quit, we're gonna annihilate this guy to the point where I don't even really see a point in watching the rest of this. You know what I mean? I almost think we might as well just go ahead and skip through to the end and finish this one out and talk about the team some more and stuff like that toward the end of the video. I don't know, because look, y'all, like, this is getting out of hand already. It's 32 to 9, and the thing is, what do I do now? You know what I mean? Because is he gonna quit? He's intentionally fouling, so is he stalling? This is the thing about this. You get to this part of the game and it's like, what are we even doing? He's intentionally okay, now he's not intentionally fouling. Now he is. Is he just gonna stall? Is that the entire plan? It's just annoying, man. It really is, bro. I mean, he's actually just gonna so basically, I'm gonna have to sit here for the next like 10 minutes until he eventually commits too many fouls and gets disqualified from the game, and then I'm gonna wind up with like 2,400 points, and this is all gonna be a waste of my time to start me off. That's probably what's gonna happen here. And again, this kind of just tells you why I think this format is really, really stupid right now. But again, I will try my best and we will see how this goes. So for right now, he is not playing at all. And yeah, he's given up. Okay, so he's literally just going to do this until the game. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell y'all, to be honest. I guess we need to sit here and wait for the next few minutes until he fouls enough times to get kicked out of the game, because this is really, really stupid. Oh, he's going to quit. Cool. That was worth my time. How much y'all think I got for my first game, guys? Points wise, let's see. 2345. I am on pace. If I win 4 games, I guess I'll be tier 2. I'll take it. I don't know, man. You know what? Let's hop into one more game. Let's just see if we can beat another dude. I think we're honestly going to get ourselves another free win probably. So let's hop into one more and let's see if we get another free win. And maybe we'll get somebody better. I don't know, but I think there's a good chance it'll be relatively a similar result. Yeah, we match somebody immediately. Literally don't even have to wait. We can just see who we match. A guy named Miner. So we'll see what his team's looking like. And you know what? Oh, never mind. That's our team. He has, it's better. Bob Harrison, Clay, Bruce Bowen, Sigma, and Vlade. It's a lot more of a real team. You know what? Let's see what happens. Maybe this will be a pretty good game. Hopefully we can come out of here with a double-digit win, or at least just a comfortable, confident win. I don't know if it's going to be a quit. I have no idea how this guy's skill level is going to be. I mean, we'll really have to wait and see how this game goes. But it looks like it's probably going to be a more competitive game than last game. Anyway, I'll tell you that at a very minimum. So that's something. Might be back to our sweating ways. What does Bob Harrison do on the court? I have no idea. I really have no idea what Bob Harrison is made of. I do know that's 100% smothered, and that has no chance, and that is a stop to start off the game. Running the floor, Michael Carter Williams with the catch and shoot jump shot, and we have ourselves a 2-0 lead, and he started with the ball, so that's good. We're immediately up a stop already, so that's a W. Starting the game up stops is always a W. Contest, Clay, get through as best you can. I am so late out there. It is absolutely insane. Playing no defense and he drills the 3. That was the latest step I think anybody's ever stepped in the history of. Oh, what is he popping to? He just popped right into a steal. All right, well, we're gonna have definitely have a much sweatier game than the last one. There's no doubt about that. So we'll see how this goes, but this should be a pretty competitive game. Helping down to the corner, we're good rotation. Gonna have to step on the fade again. That was well defended. I can't do a better job than that. And PJ Brown gets the board as well. Good job, PJ. You're a hooper. Stop on the break. Klay Thompson. Why would you help? What? No way. I missed with freaking Klay Thompson. I should not be allowed to play this game anymore. I should be banished. No more 2K for me. I'm in trouble. That's so bad. How did I just miss that, dog? I don't even know. Good X switch there. Play out the corner. Well defended. Never mind. Bob Harrison apparently slash an aficionado, and we start off down 5-2. All right, well, at the end of the day, more than anything else in King of the Court, you just got to make sure you win, because if you win, you get to keep playing. The game doesn't really matter that much. This could easily be a game we win by 20 points. This could also easily be a game that is a close game down to the wire and goes either way. I have no idea. We'll have to see how it goes, how this one progresses as we go. That's not going to help. Oh, you know what? That is going to help. A wide open miss for him. I miss wide open with Clay. He misses wide open as well. And I do not miss that time off the no dip. Klay Thompson, 4-3 out the corner. He should not be missing with Bruce Bowen the way that he just did. And that could cost him. A little bit lucky to get a foul call there as well, to be honest. I feel like this could easily be a game where we could definitely pull away. The question is, can we pull away enough to get the type of win we need without him quitting? You know what I mean? It's such a weird balance. I don't even know what the goal is. Do I want to go up 20? Do I want to go up 30 if I have the opportunity to? Is this going to be a 5-point game? Like, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? Obviously, it's not always that simple. Sometimes you don't get a choice, obviously, but sometimes you have a certain amount of control. And I don't know what the goal is right now in King of the Court in terms of how you want to play. And I think you, generally speaking, just want to win by as much as possible, but I don't know. All right, down by 4, minute 4 left here in the first quarter. Let's finish this quarter out strong, and then I'm going to try to focus up here for a quarter or two because I've yapped enough anyway. Y'all have heard me yap about King of the Court enough already. PJ Brown, look at the steal, coast to coast to the rim, and he puts it down. I don't know if Clay or him actually got credit for the steal, but that's big. All of a sudden, we're up by 6 points. That's oh my goodness, that is a steal. He is so lucky to get free throws out of that. Let's at least get a. Okay, not going to get a missed free throw probably, unfortunately. He missed one the first set. Not going to probably miss one here. He does not. All right, that's fine. Still have a 4-point lead, 48 seconds left. One more bucket. We're going to let our We're gonna let ourselves focus up a little bit here and not just focus on commentating, but catch and shoot. That's perfect. PJ Brown, the new addition, making a big 3-point shot. And we have a 15-8 lead. Let's focus up, see if we can build this lead, and hopefully this guy doesn't quit. We'll see what happens. My opponent is struggling to shoot the ball overall this game. I'm shooting that one. I'm forcing that one as well. And PJ Brown misses the putback. Ay, what am I doing? Just troll it a little bit. We're up by 12 though, so we're not in a bad spot. That low key probably should have been a bump. We're gonna X switch this. That's a good shot, but he bricks it again. Like I said, he is struggling to shoot the ball. And now we're pushing the floor. Find Clay, pump fake. He flies by. That one is great. Good shot, Clay Bay. That one's nice. Beautiful stuff. The efficiency hasn't quite been where I'd like it to be this game, I don't feel like, offensively, but we're still in a pretty good spot, having a 13-point lead here with 31 seconds left 31 seconds left here in the first half. We're going to get our bench in the game as well here, and hopefully it just subs in properly. It does. Let's go. Very nice. You're going to... What are you... I just threw the ball. Hold on. I'm doing it again, too, because I don't care. And then I'm no dipping you. This game's so stupid. I just threw him the ball. I literally threw the ball at Klay Thompson's hands. I think he's got off interceptor. He's got great defensive stats, all the type of stuff, doesn't catch it. I don't know. This game's dumb sometimes. We'll take it though. It worked out for my benefit, so I'm not complaining. Klay gets past my Klay, unfortunately, with 5.4 seconds left. Sounds like plenty of time to get a good shot to me. Catch and shoot, and Jack Sigma puts it in for 3. A 17-point halftime lead. This was a close game for a second, and I thought this guy might put up a fight to start us off, but this looks like it's going to be a blowout for sure. Now the question is he going to quit, or is he going to stick it out here in this game with this one turn into a blowout? And that's... Oh my gosh, Obi just hit a 49. What? Why is that going in? Why is that ever going in? Why would that ever go in? What are we doing? I just gave White up a 3. Who cares? It's fine. I don't care. Doesn't matter. That should never go in. This game's so troll for that. I'm not going to lie. That's so stupid. You know who's a dog? Marvin Williams, a dog. Knockdown, catch, and shoot. We got a couple amethysts in here. The darn generally on the court in my main lineup, specifically Marvin Williams and Marcus Smart, who I did use briefly. But they're both out here hooping right now, and that's going to be Tyson. Just way too big. Somehow is out of bounds, though. Maybe he didn't reestablish inbounds before he touched the ball. I think that might have been what happened there. I'm pretty sure, and he throws it right to me anyway, so again, doesn't matter. Kick it to Marcus the pump fake, we blow by, we get to our pop, and he steals it with CP. Good D, good defense indeed. I will respect that. But he blows the layup. Let's go. Yeah, unfortunately for our opponent, we're gonna wind up cooking here. This is gonna be one of those wins where it's not even all that competitive at the end of the day. I don't think final score wise. I'm not even playing particularly good, and it don't really matter. We're up by 20 right now, so we're in a good spot. Contest here again, make him work. He can't really shoot at a super high clip so far, so as long as we keep on getting to the rim and get these kickouts, we're gonna be, for the most part, I think, pretty darn. Yo, that's great D. Oh my goodness, they let Bradley Beal play anything apparently. Try to blitz. All of a sudden he cooking me, and it's 15. Okay, we got to go get points now. He's starting to cook. I like it. I like what I'm seeing from him. I respect it, but we do got to make sure we go get ourselves some points myself, I guess. Hit it to this opposite hash. We're gonna drive the ball. Can't even hop step. Get it here. And we're going corner fade, corner 3, and Doug Christie unable to hit, but Obi Toppin with the putback. A 17-point lead. You know what? I'm just going to focus up for the rest of this game. We've yapped long enough this video anyway. I'm going to focus up for the rest of this game, and we're going to see if we can win this game by like 30 points. See how much we can really wind up winning by, because I think the number might be a little higher than we think. Look at Marvin Williams, Maserati Marv, as I like to call him, the OG though, doing what I like to see right there, which is just absolutely having a strap. His jumper is so solid, and we're hooping right now, man. A 20, now 18, but still very solid game so far. Let's keep on pushing and hopefully keep building this lead, and eventually see if we go by at least 30. That is right now, I guess that's my goal. So we'll see. I don't know whether or not this is going to ruin my game, or I don't know if that's what this is going to do to my score, but 71-46 with 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he quits. I hope I get good points for this game, man. I really do. This dude's team was definitely a lot better than my opponents, or than our first opponents, and I mean, it was a more competitive game. Obviously, he had a lot more points. I just hope I get something decent for that game. 2 games into King of the Court, and I get dog. Whew. What do you want from me, man? Like, I absolutely blow my opponent out twice, and I'm at 4,870 points through 2 games. Like, I don't understand. I don't know, man. It is what it is. I'll keep playing, and we'll eventually get, I mean, tier 2 at a very minimum, just by winning 4 games, we'll get easily. So it's not a big deal. It just, I don't understand the way the mode works, and I certainly don't think it's the best designed for a competitive mode. That's all I'm saying. That being said, it's gonna do it for the video. Hope y'all did enjoy. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.